Billy, what are you doing here? Well met friend, I'm here on investigation. There's something strange going on in this town. I suspect the vampires are involved. Vampires? Anything I could do with? Help with? One extra pair of hands is always beneficial, if you have the time, of course. No. The town has recently become home to an illness known as the sleeper plague. It's a nasty affliction. Those inflicted fall into a deep sleep, never to wake. Now, Mauritania is no stranger to odd afflictions. However, I've been doing some digging. Apparently, this isn't the first time this illness has beset Slip. In fact, they say it's how the town was named. Now the illness is back. You said you suspect the vampires are involved? I do. The first victim of the new sleeper plague was none other than Lady Cromwick. She rules over this town from Cromwick Manor along with her husband. He's not been seen since she fell ill and their manor has been locked down. Here's the interesting part though. Vampires have been seen around the manor. Apparently they showed up around the time when the sleeper plague returned. See where this is going. You think the vampires are the reason the plague is back? I do. The question is, why? I guess that's for us to work out. Where do we start? We'll split up. I'm going to try and learn more about these vampires at the manor. While I do that, I want you to try and find the source of the illness. They're looking after the victims in this church here. I'd recommend you make that your starting point. Sounds like a plan. Good luck. And to you, Myrick Prevail. Better get going. Alright, so just talk to a guy in here. Confirm something. You don't look too happy. You're not wrong about that. It's my traveling companion Hanshin. They said he's the latest victim of the sleeper plague. You don't look like locals. No, not at all. We came here from afar with the tattooed guy inside. How far? We traveled eastward over many oceans. Why travel all this way? Asked myself the same question. We came here on a quest. You see, I found a poem that called to bards that told the sanctuary below. Seemed worthy of exploration at the time, but with all that's happened, I wish we stayed home at Valor more. Bye. Demoiva Traveler. There was like maybe 2 oceans? Exaggerating a little, are you? Hello. Greetings, traveler. That's a cool hat. Huh? What's with the mask? These are the masks of the Sisterhood. While symbolic, they also have practical uses. Oh really? Like what? Herbs can be stored within the beak, masking the smell of death and preventing us from becoming infected. That sounds handy. Can I have one? You asked too many questions. Is that a yes? It's a no. To wear a mask of the Sisterhood, you need to join said Sisterhood. What is the Sisterhood? An ancient order born right here in Slep. Well, sign me up. You lack the qualities we're looking for. Perhaps another time. Rude. Well, greetings. Okay. Hello. May the chaos rot your soul. Okay, I guess just keep yapping. Hello. Who are you? Did you need something? Plague is contagious. Right. Huh? I didn't read what he said. Hello. Greetings. What's up the mask? What's wrong with the man? Not looking great for your sleeper plague. Many years ago, a village was beset by a terrible plague. Those infected fell into deep sleep, never to wake. Now we fear the plague has returned. Do you have any theories? Strange man has been being accused out in the center, but personally I think he's innocent. What's wrong with the woman? Should I just like go to the manor? That's like where it's okay. Maybe I'm not done yet. Cool seeing like Zamorak followers in a more casual setting. I guess that's happened before too. These guys know anything? Hello? Alright. You're looks like there's no clues. Sorry, I already looked actually. Damn it. I've already checked here. There's nothing here. Hello? I already talked to you. Is there more that this guy has to say? You know, he felt ill. Ooh. Okay. Is it those? I need a beer. Yeah. No banks. I failed to stay too close. Okay. I saw him though. Oh, my character, I told him to go and he didn't, then I was like too late. Maybe this time we'll go when I tell. I ironically probably need to go back and get like 100 more coins. Like I will lose track of them, ain't no question. You like, we're gonna like go around in a circle here. Okay. The Dungeon Carl. Dungeon Carl. Doing some crawling. Carl, what do you want? Roy, we ran out of Bloody Bracer again. Do you really need to come here to tell me that? Well, there's something else as well. Someone's been poking around asking about Bloody Bracer. Ooh. I don't know. They don't look to be from around here. So someone's been snooping around asking questions and you decided to come here. What if they followed you? I thought you'd want to know. You're a fool, Carl. If you're not careful, you'll jeopardize everything. Hey, I don't need to help you. No, you don't. Your predecessor didn't want to help us. Perhaps you remember what came of him? Go back to your pub, Carl. I'll have more Bloody Bracer sent over soon. In the meantime, try to be a bit smarter. Alright then, Damien. What is that you've been so keen to show me? Vanstrom, I'd like you to meet Croy. Greetings, my lord. Don't tell me you had me come all the way down here for this. Look at this wretched thing, Damien. It's barely even a proper juvenile. Just hang on there, Vanstrom. Croy may not look like much, but I've never met a vampire with a better knowledge of herblore. Croy, tell him what you found. Of course, my lord. It was hidden deep within the sanctuary here, a recipe for an elixir. An elixir? Yes, the ones that built the place, the Sisterhood, they called it the Elixir of Everlasting. Just what is this Elixir of Everlasting? Those who drink it find their lives heavily extended by a cost. They are put into a deep sleep never to wake. So the sleeper plague, that was your doing? Indeed, using this recipe, Croy was easily able to recreate the elixir. After a quick test on Lady Cromwick, we started giving it to citizens. We hid it in their beer Bloody Bracer. They have no idea what it's really doing to them. While they sleep, we tied them. The sleepers only need a fraction of the blood a normal human needs, so they can take more than ever before. And tell me, Damien, who gave you permission to do this? The nobles of Darkmire made their demands, Vanstrom. Someone has to meet them. That someone is not you. I am in charge of blood tithing. I alone decide how it is to be carried out. The nobles are restless. They are tired of inaction. I saw an opportunity and took it. Lord Draken should thank me. I don't doubt the ingenuity of your plan. This elixir could have had great potential. The thing I doubt is your recklessness. This sleeper plague has attracted attention, the wrong kind of attention. The Marak, don't tell me you're scared of the Outlook, Vanstrom. I thought you were made of stronger stuff. I do not fear the Marak. I have no need to. They have no way of touching me. But you, on the other hand, you should be very afraid. Out here alone, without the proper support of Draken household, you're a prime target. And if what I hear is true, they're right on your doorstep. What's that supposed to mean? The Marak are already here and slept, Damien. The one that killed Rhaenys Draken is among them. Your overconfidence begun your downfall. Well, you'll have to do something. You'll need to send us some support. I'll do no such thing. You defied Lord Draken when you came out here, and the consequences of your actions are your own to deal with. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. There are things in Darkmire that require my attention. How much do you hear, human? Enough. I see, then you know I can't let you leave this place alive. Tempting offer. Death isn't on my to-do list today, though, so I'll have to decline. A joker? Your arrogance will be your end, human. We'll see. Okay. Oh, okay. Is it just this? Better move. That's him dealt with. I should destroy his slab as well, don't want anyone else continuing his work. There, that should keep. That should stop anyone from continuing Croy's work. I should inform Bailey. Okay. Alright. Not too bad. Well, my friend, anything to report? You were right about the vampires. I did some digging and discovered that they indeed are the cause of the sleeper plague. A vampire in the dungeon called Croy was making infected bloody bracers. The local barkeep was then selling them to the townspeople, but it stopped at that. I killed Croy and destroyed his lab. The barkeep has no supply now. Excellent work. That should stop any new cases of the illness. Something else too, while spying on Croy, I saw Van Stormclaws with another vampire named Damien. It sounded like Damien was Croy's boss. The vampire you speak of is a noble called Damien Lecourt. He's a known quantity to us. My investigation of the manor has also involved two of them, but let's hear the rest of your findings first. On their conversations, it was revealed why they caused this new sleeper plague. Apparently they did it to make it easier to make blood ties. Here's an interesting thing though. Vanstrom didn't seem very happy with this. It sounded like Damien was doing it without his permission. It's interesting. The citizens of this town are Moroccans and willingly give their blood to vampires. Why would Damien need the sleeper plague? He talked about increased demands from the nobles of Darkmire. Perhaps they have a need for more blood than normal. That makes sense. I've heard rumors that the vampire population has grown such that demand for blood now exceeds supply. Damien may be looking for ways to satisfy this demand. Even so, this seems extreme. And to go behind Vanstrom's back as well. Maybe their overcrowding issues are bigger than we first realized. Maybe. So what's our next move? I have an idea about that, although my information is not quite as exciting as yours, I'm afraid. While I was investigating the matter, I discovered that it was indeed taken over by vampires. Our friend Damien seems to be the leader of this group. During my time there, I also managed to spy on Vanstrom and Damien. I only heard a small part of their conversation, but Vanstrom didn't seem very happy, which matches up with what you said. At one point, Vanstrom insulted Damien for his recklessness and accused him of demanding too much from the werewolves. Sounds like they've also been gathering extra blood without permission. That sounds familiar. I suspected it was the werewolves who attacked me that time at Paterdomus. That was such a long time ago, I think, wasn't it? I guess that encounter also sprung into my mind. It sounds like things are even worse now. I'm gonna investigate the werewolves. I do indeed. Something's going on in Darkmire that's causing this increased demand. If there's unrest in the city, you might be able to use it to our advantage. What about Slip? Should we not deal with Damien as well? Not yet. The actions will have drawn attention to us. We cannot stay here. It sounds like Damien can do little without Croy, so I doubt he'll be much trouble anyways. Besides, we've already done too much for these Zamorakians. There are others more deserving of our time. Fair enough. So what now? Meet me at Paterdomus. Friend will check in with Trezel and Ivan before continuing our investigation. Meet you there. Isn't that like at the beginning? I better get going. Yeah. So he's like talking about an event that happened during Priest in Peril or something. That was such a long time ago. Alright. Let's see. Okay. There's some garbage I need to grab. Oh, that's right. Alright. We need knife. Axe. Hammer. Do this. Okay. Where's he going? Yep, supposed to be here. Well met, friend. Good to see you made in one piece. Indeed, I hear Mortaines become more dangerous by the day. You can say that again. Good to see you, Dresel. Has Villia already filled you in? Not yet. I thought I'd best wait for you. But you're here now, so let's get started. Well, Dresel, the reason we are here is due to an investigation we've conducted in Slip. I hear it's a nasty place full of Zamorakian and Phil suffering from some sort of outbreak as well, I've been told. Yeah, sleeper plague. It turns out, however, that the vampires are responsible. Seems like one of their nobles, Damien, has been looking for ways to increase blood output. Interestingly, he's been doing it without consent from the Draken family. That's right, Vanstrom doesn't seem very happy about it. Interesting. It's odd you should come to report this because we've also experienced some strange happenings around here. Strange happenings anything to do with werewolves by chance? They do. I knew it. What's been going on? After Fierce was ambushed outside the temple a while back, Ivan and I decided to keep a closer eye on things. For a time nothing unusual happened. The reports of trouble in the area died down and everything seemed normal. Perhaps their encounter with you scared them off. Maybe. People are going mission, they're worse. Missing and they're worse. Also, entire groups going missing. King's mercenaries have even vanished. Zinmar the king, we did. His advisors, though, aimed Zig, encouraged him to refrain from military action. Typical, this is why I hate politics. Has anyone seen who's been doing this? It's definitely werewolves. I believe so. Ivan has been keeping a close watch, and the disappearance has mostly taken place on the pass. However, so it's taken a while for him to find any leads. He's found one, question mark. Yes, last night, he overheard a hooded figure mention a meeting in the haunted woods directly south of Frankenstein's castle. That is apparently set for today. Perfect, sounds like that's where we should go next. Ivan's still a member of the Marak, isn't he? Surely he can look for himself. It's not the point. He needs to be kept safe. I understand why is Ivan so important. Last in his bloodline. Last descendant of Vendis your gaze. Once I am gone, he will be the only remaining descendant of the 7 priestly warriors. Oh yeah, with this garbage on here that I did like 15 years ago. I remember. So this is why you want to keep Ivan safe, Belioth. Okay. Okay. Tell us your scary about the werewolves. You can't hold a hand. We, is Villiv here with you? Yes. We've been investigating something together. We expect to be connected to this situation with the werewolves. I imagine he'll be here shortly. Believ. Ivan, good to see you safe. And you, Freers, says you're here about the werewolves. Indeed, but Ivan, you shouldn't be out here. It's not safe for you. Head back to temple at Fierce and I take it from here. Don't worry, Bill, if I can look after myself. Ivan. Wait, look. I like the little kid models. You're late. Well, look who it is. Damien Literature. I thought you didn't like to associate with our lot. Scared of getting mud in your pretty clothes, I bet. Mind your tongue, dog, or I'll have you put in a collar. Your threats seem nothing out here, Damien. There's no dragons around to protect you. Not that dragon protection means much these days anyways. His own brother killed by a heathen. How does he respond? He stays hiding in his fancy castle. Ah, you think this one would get dragon protection even if he were about? I hear Vanstrom has found out about his little side venture. Old Damien has been a very naughty boy. Enough of this, what do you have? Nice family, 3 out for a little picnic, a bit too close to solve. Please don't hurt us, we'll do anything. Shut up. 3's that all? Well, if you want more, you're welcome across solve and get them. There's been a setback with our operations in Slep. We need you to make up the shortfall. Next time, bring more. You assume there's going to be a next time. I bet you won't last another week now that the Marak are running around with vampire killing weapons. A week? He won't last another day at the rate he's going. Harry Regrants, we're done here. So are we. See you around, Damien. Or not. So as we expect, the werewolves have been taking people from across the south, but they've been doing so without permission, just like in Slip. This doesn't give us anything more to go on though. We have our suspicions, but we still don't know for sure why they are doing this. If we follow them, maybe we'll learn more. If we do, we might get a chance to save the poor family. No, it's too risky. Last thing we need is getting you captured, Ivan. Hang on, do you two hear something? Uh-oh. Over left, my dear. If I wanted you dead, I'd done a long time ago. You're not here to kill us? No, I'm here to talk. So let's talk. I take it you know who I am. You're Venus Guela Draken, sister to Lowerniel Draken. Formerly sister to Rhaenys Draken before Fierce came along. Ah yes, Fierce, the great vampire slayer. I would thank you were it not for the fact that his funeral was such a dull affair. You wanted him dead? There was no law between Rhaenys, now you did us a favor when you got rid of him. That's a shame, maybe I shouldn't have bothered. On the contrary, the death of Rhaenys is just what we needed. Save your words. You didn't come us to thank us for Rhaenys, what are you here for? Ah, and there I was thinking you're starting to become friends. Fine, I'm here to make you an offer, once in a lifetime offer. Which is? Here to kill one of my bars, now I offer you the chance to kill the other. Alone, you have no hope of ever getting close to Lowerniel. Now I, on the other hand, can get you right into his chambers at Castle Draken. And why would you want that? I have my reasons. Care to share them? I will, but not here. Where then? The southeast of Miredirt. There's an old graveyard, the Icing Graveyard we call it. Gather the Myrek, every member will meet me there. That is where I'll present my proposal. Every member, do you take us for fools or trying to lure us all there to wipe us out? As I said to you earlier, Vale, if I wanted you dead, I've done a long time ago. You're bluffing. Am I? So if I were to head on to Berg de Rot and go down the basement, what would I find? You. If I were to give the order, I could have the heads of every member of the Myrek man above the gates of Castle Draken before the day is out. Don't be so sure there's more to us than you think. Is there now? Do you refer to the elusive Khal Sidhu, the apparent leader of the Myrek? I lie, I'm afraid. I know exactly how many of you there are. That number isn't as bad as you'd like to pretend. A lie. You made your point. How do we get to this graveyard? Both the easiest way, I imagine. I'll let you worry about the details. Incidentally, should you fail to attend, we mount our heads above the gates of Castle Draken. Yeah, we got it. Excellent. Alright. It's not good. Well, if you lied about Khal Sidhu and the other Myrek, yes, but it's in good intention, Ivan, to believe that there's more of us out there, inspired hope in our ranks and fear in our enemies. A false hope. Better than none at all. Ivan, I have made some tough choices over my years, but every one of them was for the good of Mauritania. Okay, I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. I don't like it either. Later we'll sit down and probably discuss this. However, at the moment I feel we have more pressing matters. Go back to Paterdomus, Ivan, for your snarling under this. But I heard what she said. She asked for all the Myrek. Well, I'm one of the Myrek. I have to come with you. Come with us? What makes you think you're even going? What makes you think we have any intention to listen to that witch? We don't have a choice, Philip. You know that. If we don't go, she'll kill us all. Your Ivan is right. It doesn't seem like Venezuela has given us any other option. Exactly. The decision had already been made for us, so a little point debating it. We're going, all of us. Damn it, Ivan. I'm trying to keep you safe. You can't keep me safe alive. No one can. Well, Lowerniel Draken lives. None of us will ever be safe. We have to do this. It's the only choice we have. Fine. Don't expect me to pretend to be happy about this. Breaking bread with the vampire? What have we come to? We're not breaking bread with her. We're going to see what she has to offer, and she tries anything, Fierce here can deal with her just like she did with her brother. What's our plan? Okay. Appreciate if you can escort Ivan. Oh, this. So you want me to do that mini game? Why don't we just take my boat down there? I can sail us down there. We can just take the boat. Take the boat. We just take the boat. Boat. Be like a battle or something. We need to heal him. Yep. Ready to depart when you are. What's our plan? I'm ready. I remember doing this for the woodcutting gear, and it was pretty easy. I didn't think it took long at all. Let's torn it. Looks like we can't get over this bog. We'll have to go back to Paterdomus. Sure we can find a way through. Did I need logs? I don't think so. So that's been what the tools are for. That's amazing. I'll have to do the same. Good for you, Ivan. Let's head off. This guy's gonna die, isn't he? Yeah, could have just sailed, but we didn't. Bro, I don't remember these at all. They seem like a Slayer thing. Yeah. They have like a double hit. Alright. Thanks for the help, Ivan. Really good stuff. What happened to Ivan? Where'd he go? Uh-oh. That's right. Come on, Ivan couldn't get his Mauritania legs forward to get down here. Well, here we are, likely going to our doom. At least we go together. Touching but ultimately meaningless. Ever the optimist? Is everything ready? Right, I gotta scout out the graveyard. It's empty for now. Venezuela is probably waiting for us all to arrive before she makes her move. What of Saphlum and the others? If you manage to get in contact with them, they will meet us there. Guess we better get going. Indeed, no point delaying the inevitable. Hop in the boat once you're ready. Right behind you. Life, it's been far too long, my friend. Good to see you. Who wishes under better circumstances? Indeed, and first good to see you as well, Maroc Prevail. Maroc Prevail, our thanks, Myrditch. Dark as ever, the Firewatch have doubled their efforts to find us since the death of Rhaenys, and the citizens are being tithed more than ever. That said, it does feel like there's now a glimmer of hope, where previously there was only darkness. While more ferocious, the vampires also seem a bit more cautious now. They know we can kill them, they finally know what fear feels like. We're also seeing greater support from the people than ever before, whereas once they'd only speak of the Moroccan whispers, now they speak of us loudly and with pride. Anyways, let's focus on the matter at hand. I must say, life over the years I've come to expect that I expected, but your message was something else altogether. I mean, yeah. Find ourselves in very strange times. Strange and also dangerous, so you don't like any aspect of this. Well, I won't pretend this isn't risky, but I have faith in Freyr's here. The first human to kill a Vyre, and quite the Vyre it was. Venezuela would be unwise to try anything. Speaking of Freyr's, how about the other man I mentioned in my message? Of course, Freyr's, after due consideration by Vilif and I'd like to promote you to rank of lieutenant in the Maroc. Congratulations, you've done well. Really doesn't mean much, but we wanted to thank you in some way for all the work you've done so far. Thank you, it's a great honor. Wish we had time to celebrate, but time is short in supply these days. I imagine Venezuela will be here very soon. Are we ready? So here we go, Ben, let's do this. Time's up, let's do it. Well, we're here. Your move. I'm impressed. I'd fear you'd go and do something silly. Skip to small talk while we're here. First, fine, conversing with you is a chore anyways. The reason I've gathered you all here is because I have been offered for you. I won't deny you've not done a bad job. Killing Rhaenys is no small achievement, but you managed it all the same. Fortunately for you, it's no closer to the true prize. The Warniel Dragon. Indeed, that is why I've come to you. Only with my help will you have any hope of killing my brother. And what do you gain from this? Long ago, the land of Mauritania was known as Hollowvale, and it was ruled over by a race of Seradomus called Icene. And your brother came along. Correct. Hollowvale was taken over by my kind, and Lorena became the ruler newly named Mauritania. You know what? It was the worst thing that's ever happened to us. My brother was a great conqueror, make no mistake, but he is a poor ruler, and now thanks to him, our society is collapsing. Collapsing? You know, we were even investigating Damien, and he is not so secret arrangement with some of the Dark Mire's nobles. Tell me, have you worked out why this arrangement exists? Could have a good guess. Well, I can give you better than guesses. Allow me to offer you some clarity. Every day that goes by, a number of humans in Mauritania decreases. Yet while this happens, our population continues to grow. Unsurprisingly, we no longer have enough blood to go around. Yeah, we expected as much for a long time. Why is this relevant? It's relevant because while all this happens, our great leader remains absent. Lorniel never liked to show his face, but these days it's as if he doesn't even exist. He spends months in his chamber refusing to see anyone. So you wish to take his place? What makes you think we'll help you with that? There was once a time where humans and vampires lived together in a great empire. Under my rule, I would see us return to that way of life. Mauritania would become a land of peace and prosperity with humans and vampires living side by side. He kills, we could just kill both you and your brother and take back Mauritania for humanity. You could try. Even if you were to succeed though, that which is unlikely, one of the other vampire lords' laids would take over instead. No, if you want to save your people, my way is the only way. Why do you need us though? Why not just kill your brother yourself? Could, but even today there's so many people in Darkmire who still blindly believe in Lorenial. It will be much easier for me to take his place if I'm not responsible for his demise. You'd have us become your scapegoats. Is that such a bad thing? Your people would consider you heroes. You'd be the ones to finally kill Lorenial Draken. How do we know you won't just kill us once this is done? You don't. The Castle Draken is impenetrable. You'll never get inside on your own, and Lorenial clearly has no intention of coming out. This is your only option. Oh. It's probably worth mentioning that I can't explore loose ends. If you decline, I would expect you to leave Mauritania immediately. This day would have dire consequences for your life expectancy. Say you accept your offer, how do you propose we get us into the castle? Plan itself. You will pose as my prisoners and I shall escort you to Castle Draken. Your capture is something that even Lorenial would be unable to ignore. Once inside, we'll kill him. Exactly, nice simple plan. Too simple if you ask me. Never happy are you, Vilef? Of course I'm not happy. You expect us just to hop in bed with you? You're your enemy. You've always been, and you always will be. Well, no part in this. Don't be so hasty. You should at least think things over. While you do, I would appreciate your private chat with Cephalon. Me? Yes, you. Do I mean the large mausoleum at the back of the graveyard? There's something we need to discuss. Makes you think we're just gonna let you walk off with them? It's growing boringly repetitively. The last thing, if I wanted you dead, I'd have done it by now. It's alright, Vilef, I'll go now. Well, Frears has to go with you. I want him in case Fez tries anything. Very well. Cephalon Frears, please join. Silence. Cephalon Hollow, interesting name, isn't it? What of it? Name Hallow, do you know where it comes from? It's called in these parts. They say it was the name of the old Ceradomus rulers. Spot on, you know your history. The family of Icene that ruled over Hollowvale were the Hollow family. And so of course the name of the region is no coincidence. Surprised your brother didn't have it renamed Drakenvale. Good name, but not really style, I'm afraid. What's your game? Why do you care about my name? Do you find it odd that you share a name with a former royal family? No, I don't. Like I said, around here the name's pretty ordinary. But you're far from ordinary, aren't you, Cephalon? Tell me, how do you remember your childhood? Nothing. Or nothing in my childhood. You can thank my friend Vanstrom for that. He always wanted me dead, even before the Marakuru thing. One day he nearly succeeded. But your powers stopped him. You know about Cephalon's powers? I know many things about Cephalon, that's why we're here in fact, but please go on. That's why we're here? What do you mean? What is all this? Finish your story, I promise that everything will be made clear. Why, it's starting to seem like you already know everything anyways. You're right about my powers. I was able to use them to drive Vanstrom away. It came at a cost though. I heard nothing of the event nor anything that happened in my life before it. The only thing I remember was my name. There, storytelling. I'll tell you, why are we having this conversation? Graveyard is no normal graveyard. It was once a private graveyard of the Hollow family. Every member of the royal family was buried here. When she was still in power, the rule of Hollowvale Queen Ifrit Hollow and had this mausoleum built. It was constructed one day to house her and her human husband, King Esturdas Hollow. Inside, I believe you find a truth that you spent your whole life searching. Stop with these games. You know something, tell me. Would you actually believe if I did? To you, my words are just that, words. Inside this mausoleum lies something far more reliable. Proof. Door's locked. Well noted. We'll need to unlock it, but I can open it. Wonderful. It's an interesting lock. The icing always were devious. From what I can tell, you need to ensure the total value of each row and column matches the number at the end. Puzzle. Got a puzzle. Well, I feel like I could just eventually get this. This is 3. It's 4. Oh, I see. The math problem. It's a math problem. Okay. 1. This has to be 1. 5? Try that. Okay, easy. That wasn't very crafty. Well, there's a plaque on the coffin. What does it say? It reads, "Here lies Lorena Hall, beloved daughter of Cirrus Hollow and, my God." What does it say? "Faithful sister of the fallen hollow." I don't. No, it can't be true, it can't. I'm sorry if something's true. You are the half-human, half-icing son of Queen of Cirrus Hollow. Sister had a sister in my powers? Powers when I seen, yes. I don't understand. I realize it's a lot to take in. No, what I mean is, you said the tome was built by for and asserted about my mother and father are not here. Where are they? It's a fallen eye. No more games. I know why you've done this. You don't care for me, you're just trying to manipulate me. Well, fine, it worked. If you want my support in killing your brother, you will have it, but you must tell me, where are my parents? War this land was long and bloody, we were winning, but with heavy losses. Lorena didn't mind. He was a hunter and a warrior. In his eyes, there was no death more noble than one in battle. Me didn't share that view though and wanted the war to be over. Ranus was one of them. He managed to infiltrate your castle once society captured your father, Acertes, and... Very certain the same day, she walked into the Lorneo's camp alone, willingly handed herself in, and guessed she had hoped that Lorena would free your father in exchange for her. But he didn't. After that, I'm afraid I don't know what happened to your mother. No one saw her again. Only Lorena himself knows her fate. And my father. Like I said, he suffered heavy losses in the war. We needed a quick way to restore our numbers, and purification was the answer. Your father was the first man to go through that process. You turned him into a vampire. Lorena turned him into a vampire, not I. But you were there by his side. You expect me to believe that you just not like him? I can't control what you believe. I'm not the enemy here. What happened then, after you had your way with him, what became my father? He still lives, under a different name, of course. What? Van Stromclaws. No, you're lying. You said it yourself here. I have no reason to believe you. I told you it's true. Only you can decide if you want to believe it. It's a fallen. My family. Alright, you win. If you want Lorena dead, you'll have to support Murok. I ask only one thing, which is, when time comes, I'll be the one to kill him. He will pay for what he's done to me and my family. But so be it. You should inform the rest of your group. For your sake, some time to think what have you discovered here. Please inform the others for me, of course. Now both of you lead. I need some time alone. That's weird. I did talk to them. I see. Alright. Seems like you managed to convince us. Well done. Thank you, Live. Now shall we get a crack on? What must we do? If you want to open a defeat my brother, you'll need the proper weaponry. We have weaponry other than Vinda's flail. Indeed, you do not have a bad weapon by any means, but not ideal for taking on the warrior. We'll snap it in two before you have a chance to use it. Worked well enough on Rhaenys. Or it's far more powerful than Rhaenys was. If you want to defeat him, you should take my advice. Fine, what are you proposing? If I'm not mistaken, which I'm generally not, you made that weapon using research from an alchemy laboratory. How'd you know that? Bruce, who was it that helped you find that laboratory? Sirius Gallier, Sarah Hound, did you send her? Of course I did. Do you think she would have dared interact with you without my consent? Come now. Sure, you're smarter than that. Anyways, I don't know much of the laboratory myself. It was Rhaenys that set it up. Lorien wasn't very happy when he found out. That said, I do suspect it might have more secrets for us to discover. So you want us to go back there? Yes, if you're able to find further research notes, but you'll have a way to upgrade your weapon of yours. Okay, better head off back to the library then. Or laboratory. I'd like to join you first. You sure? Yes, I'd better I be doing something than stuck here brooding. For your steamer to reach the laboratory? Oh. I have to do that shit? Damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. I guess it's believable. So, this is like a faster way to get to the laboratory. Definitely better than running through the garbage. It's fun running through that city like for the first time. It sucks to like have to keep doing it though. Okay. So we need to get here. I think this is it. Good to see you. Glad you made it here safely. How you doing? I'm also not sure if I've even probably taken it in yet. It's all so much. My mother, my sister, and of course my father. Feels strange to feel like I should mourn, but how do I mourn if I can't even remember? Manstrom, my greatest enemy, may be my remaining family. I wonder, is there anything left of Assertus now? Is part of him still in there, buried away? I don't know. Probably best not think about it. I suppose my job is to lead the Murloc. I can't let anything else distract me from that, not even my family. With all that's happened, I fear some of them may already be beginning to doubt me. You have their support, so I know you do. I hope so. I let them down with that Seraphina business and people died. I can't let them down again. Anyways, let's crack on. It seems like we should be able to access some more of the laboratory through the doors of the south. They were damaged and couldn't be opened, but I managed to fix them up. One of my hidden talents, of course, not much room for that sort of thing around here. That's a shame. I'm sure you'd make a great builder. Oh, it's strange to think how different our lives could have been. Last here we are. I'm sorry. Maybe now not the best time for these kind of conversations. You have a dark sense of humor, my friend, even in these dark times. Do not be ashamed of that. When things are darkest, a bit of light is very welcome. I guess you're right. Okay. Chonk. Look out. I've killed at least 450 of these. At least 450 of these. It's not even a oh, it is. Okay. Alright. I'm fine. What happened? You're attacked by blood bells. You used your powers to kill one. Blasted powers. What good are powers when I have no control over them? Don't be harsh on yourself. Your powers have got us out of a couple sticky situations. Yes, but what happens if I totally lose control? Will I lose my memory like that time with Vanstrom, or will I do something even worse? Well, now that we know the source of your powers, maybe we can find a way to help you control them. Maybe. Look at me first. I'm meant to be leader, but I can barely control my own body. I'm like an old man. You're the son of Queen Ephrata. Others like these guys too. That's funny. I guess that makes you thousands of years old. That's an awful thought. I guess I should get myself a walking stick. I'm sure we can arrange that. So add to the list. First though, research came here for him. I'm still feeling a bit weak, so we'll have to do the heavy lifting on this one. Oh, I see how it is. You find out you're an old timer, now you have to do all this work? Afraid so. My poor back simply can't take it. I have no doubt you'll manage though. Okay. I'll look around and see what I can find. You stay here, old timer. Please stop calling me that. big ol' area. Oh, that's cool. Let's look over here first. Is this part where I get to unlock making blood runes in the minigame? It's funny. I'm like in the secret area and there's blood rune crafters just running on, like, don't mind us. It's like actual players. So I think I just missed this book. I just missed this particular bookshelf. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna keep hold of it. Get back to the graveyard.